Hi guys, it's Angie Bell with Herbally Hip Tarot. How's my Herbally Hip tribe doing out there? This is for entertainment purposes only, and everything we say here is allegedly. Before we get into it, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do so. If you can hit the bell twice and give me a thumbs up, because I think you're going to like it here. Okay. Stop playing with my microphone. You know what? I want to tell you guys something real quick before we get started. Maxwell, I knew her father was, I thought her father, anyway, I just found out her father owned the Daily News. So she was from a big group of elites. Remember how we keep saying that all these people are elite, are the elites? Well, Maxwell is definitely from the elites. I said that already. I just didn't know how much of an elite she was. Yeah, she knows everybody. She knew that prince over there in England. She knew him. Okay. And that's how he got introduced to Maxwell. Her dad owned the Daily News. She knew everybody. Okay. Just wanted to play that. Okay, so this is the third part. This is Anya. What is her name exactly? Anya Wick Epstein. Okay, this is Epstein's niece. She's telling us how her family, how she was brought up in her family, and that her family and Epstein also are in the cult of Baal. Okay, and she's telling her experience, and it is absolutely horrific. All right, so we're going to continue on. This is part 3. So if you haven't seen part 2 and part 1, go back to part 1, then go part 2, and then go back to part 3. Okay, here we go. Oh, so I will, we're going to continue on with her interview. And then after this, we'll do a reading, okay, to see an open read on what spirit guides want us to know. And the interviewer, let me just get his name. Come on. God, I have so many notes. The interviewer is Shaun ATTWOOD, and it will be in the description, okay? Shaun ATTWOOD's channel where this interview was at. Okay. Okay, now she's talking about, okay, this is where we're at now. She says Anya was on testosterone for 5 years because she thought being a man would protect her. She now can't have children. She had to have her uterus removed because of the testosterone she was on. It ruined her uterus. She said, okay, now she wants to go back to being a woman, so she's had to have her breast reconstructed. She said her voice is lowered now, and she can't get her voice back where it was at. When she was on the steroids, she had a full beard. She's back on estrogen to become a woman again. I think this is so sad. She did this because she felt that the body she was in had been destroyed by men her whole life. That is so horrible. She thought if she became a man, she'd be on testosterone, she could protect herself, and nobody would hurt her again. And the body she was in was destroyed by men. It's so horrible. I just can't even imagine living like this. And she said, right now, there are children who are living this life and suffering. Right now. Every second of every day that goes by, this is happening. Okay. Then she says it took 3 years of therapy to make her realize these were not nightmares. They were her reality growing up. So when she was being sexually abused since she was 3, being raped by men, she thought that these were nightmares. The little parts that she would remember because she was drugged, heavily drugged. The little parts she would remember, she thought those were nightmares. She says she felt her life was easier when she was in denial. Now, you guys have asked me several times to read on Ivanka if she was sexually abused. And the card said, yes, allegedly. And by the Orange Menace, allegedly. And in the cards, it says that right now, she's not planning on coming clean with the whole thing. She's in denial. Not only is she in denial, she don't remember. Okay, because the brain is trying to protect itself. She probably remembers bits and pieces, but she's trying to, her brain is trying to forget it because it was so traumatic. And she may herself, I'd like to hear her story. Does she think these are nightmares? Does she just not remember it at all? Okay. Okay, again, I explained this already, but I'll go ahead and say it again. She tried to turn into a man because her body was destroyed by men, and she thought it would protect her to be a man. So horrible. Oh, I thought I had way more pages. Okay, we only have another half a page, and then we'll do a reading on this, okay? Okay, okay. She says she went to many therapists because she thought I am crazy. All the therapists said, no, you were badly sexually abused. You are not crazy. So they did testing on her, and you know, they do a different mental test on her, and they're like, you're not crazy. You were sexually abused. Those, so the doctor said, the psychiatrist said, or the doctor said, those are not nightmares. They are your mind trying to keep you safe from the trauma. So this happened to you. Okay, really quick, I don't know why she went back to Shia LaBeouf in the interview, but she does, and she says, okay, so it's Shia LaBeouf. Remember I said Shia LaBeouf, he was in Disney, very much a big Disney actor. That's her twin. And like I said, look her up and then look at Shia LaBeouf and see if you don't think they're twins. Okay, so then he asked her, because he asked her something about Shia LaBeouf at this point, so that's why she talked about him. Anyway, then he asked her at the end of the interview, he asked her, what messages do you have to other victims? And she says, sexual victims, you do not have to become a predator to take back your power. Because a lot of times what happens is, why, if you were sexually abused, would you go and sexually abuse others? Like Epstein was sexually abused. Why would you go do this to little girls? Maxwell, you were sexually abused. Why would you go? This is with Maxwell, it's allegedly, okay? Everything I say is allegedly, because I don't want to get sued. Maxwell became a sexual abuser. Orange Menace became a sexual abuser. They do this because they're trying to get their power back. Remember, it's always about power. It's because they were sexually abused, so their power was taken from them. So they believe if they sexually abuse others, they will be given back their power, and they actually feel more powerful when they're doing this. That's why Maxwell did it, which was amazing. It's like, why would a woman do that to another woman? Oh, she feels powerful. She's getting her power back. She feels powerful. Makes her feel good. The same thing with her mother, her stepmother. Her stepmother got off. She said literally got off on watching her get raped. Like she thought it was great. And again, she felt powerful at that point because now she's getting her power back. It's disgusting and it's horrific. So she said this is her last message to victims. Victims, please speak out and take your power back. That is how you get your power back, is by speaking out like I am. Everyone needs to speak out. Everyone needs to take their power back. Everyone needs to bring this out into the light for it to get disinfected. I believe, and that was the end of the interview. Now, there's another one, an interview that he did, Juliette Rose. I'm going to, Juliette Rose. That's the other one he interviewed. Okay. And she was raped by Epstein and she was trafficked by Epstein. Her story is a trip. So I'm going to also do a thing on her. I'll look at that today and we'll do a reading on that probably tomorrow or the next day. Yeah. So let's do a reading on this, a deep dive, and see what the cards have to say about what we've read about and this whole thing. Clear, Spirit, For everything we've read on this whole thing, what do you want? Just, we want to do an open read. Should I use true crime? Should I do a double read and use true crime and what lies beneath? Should I do a double read? Yes. Okay. It's a big yes. All right. So we're going to do a double read on this entire nightmare. So I need to, this is a big read. Okay. So I'm going to lay down 2 sets of cards, true crime and what lies beneath. So let me shuffle both, get everything laid out, and I'll be right back. Okay. So we're doing a double read. Okay. So I've laid down 2 cards. I do 3 across, 3 down. Okay. What's in the middle and what's on the end. Okay. So with the 2, what lies beneath, in the middle, and on the bottom and in the middle, we have watch the SH go down. Get your popcorn out. Enjoy the gossip. Get your popcorn out. We're in the shit. Okay. Not the protection part, because there's nothing protective about this. But we are going to listen to some stuff about that are very sexual, about some very horrible, disgusting sexual stuff with children. I believe this is, in the end, the Orange Menace is going to be left out on a cold, lonely beach by himself with handcuffs. Dating. This is the Orange Menace and Epstein's relationship. They were dating. Promiscuous. Okay. Sleeps around, being promiscuous. This is the Orange Menace and Epstein with underage girls. Allegedly. Well, not Epstein, because he was convicted of that. Spouse and partner. This is both of them. Epstein and the Orange Menace. And the sexual abuse of underage girls. I've always said the Orange Menace is going to want to run away. He wants to run away now. Okay, his mask is being ripped off right now. And the one thing a sociopathic narcissist can't stand is his mask being ripped off. Okay, I have been saying, him being rich, him being the president, him wearing that suit every day, that's a mask, and it's being ripped off because he's being known as a predator. Again, travel. Look at this, running away. This is what he wants to do so bad. He wants to run. Those 2 cards went together from different, look at this. It's 2 different cards, different packs of cards. True crime and what lies beneath. Both about running. Okay. Fraud. This is about the stolen election. So this is what he's going to be removed for first, is stealing the election. And we're going to set the record straight about the stolen election and about underage girls. Getting a room, all the shading dealings, which is the Orange Menace and Epstein with the underage girls, the sex ring. What were the girls given? Drugs. This is the mask that the Orange Menace wears. He is fake as hell. He is not any of the things he says. Okay? He's wearing a mask. Revenge. Now, I'm not sure if this is the Orange Menace, because you know how he's trying to get revenge on everybody? I believe that's the Orange Menace. Let's let that lie. We're going to ask about that one. This is outdated, expired, disused, old news, discarded. This is the Orange Menace's presidency and him. He's going to be discarded. And who got this whole thing going in outer space? The muskrat. Keeping you a secret. This is what the Orange Menace is trying to do. He's trying to keep these girls a secret. Okay? It ain't working. This is his relationship with Epstein. So Orange Menace is trying to keep a secret about him and Epstein, what they did to little girls. He's trying to burn the evidence. That's what he's doing with Maxwell in prison right now. He's trying to burn the evidence. She's the evidence. He's trying to make a deal with her so she don't come out against him. Okay? And here's the Orange Menace. The Orange Menace is trying to make a deal with her and burn this evidence. But he's not going to be successful. Okay? Pregnancy test. Whole new world. Okay? Whole new beginning. A whole new beginning is going to happen because his president is going to be killed off. Let's ask some questions. Clear, Spirit, serial killer. Does that mean that the Orange Menace's presidency is going to be killed off? Yes. Clear. Spirit, the pregnancy test. Does this mean that we're going to have a whole new beginning once the Orange Menace is removed? Yes. Okay. Okay, the revenge card. That's what I wasn't clear. Spirit. Is this the Orange Menace's revenge? Is this what this revenge is? Okay. And I know this is right, but let's just ask. Clear. Spirit. Did Epstein and the Orange Menace give drugs to the girls that they molested? Yes. Okay. Oh, actually. I'm just trying to make sure if I have any other. Oh, let's just ask this. Clear. Spirit. The fraud card. Is this about the Orange Menace stealing the election? Yes. Clear. Spirit. Will he be removed for stealing the election? Is that the main reason he'll be removed? Yes. Clear. Spirit. Is the second reason he's removed because of him and Epstein sexually abusing young girls? Yes. Okay. There we go. Okay, I think that when we listened to Anya, this gave us a picture of what we're dealing with. And this is why I wanted to take the time to do this, because we need to know what the hell we were dealing with, okay? I had no idea that there was a cult of Baal. I didn't know how deep this goes. I didn't know this has been practiced for thousands of years. I didn't know the elites were doing this. I had no idea, okay? And this is what we're dealing with. This is what's in the White House, allegedly. But this is what's in the White House. They said this is bigger and deeper than stealing an election. This is bigger and deeper than stealing an election. This is bigger or deeper of Kamala becoming president. I want her to become president still. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying this is deep, okay? This is a trip. This is disgustingly horrible. All right, that's it for this one, you guys. I'm probably going to make 3 more videos today later on. I wanted to do these early for yesterday, and I'll get my other videos together today. Also, I am so behind on comments because I had technical problems. There's so much coming at me. So let me go through comments. Sorry, I haven't gotten caught up on those. Okay, you guys, that is it for this one. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do so. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Anything you want me to read on, leave it below. You guys protect yourself, protect your heart, protect your mind, protect your emotions, because we're listening to some horrible things. Love, peace, and happiness, and I will talk to you guys later on today. All right, bye, guys.